What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Just watched the premier boxing champs. Shout out to Al Heyman. I actually like watching fights in the afternoon. Want to give my post fight to Robert Guerrero versus Aron Martinez. Wow. Now, first, I didn't even know. I thought this was the main event. I didn't think this was the co-main event. So that was a shock to me when I actually seen this fight come on before Victor Chinian versus Jesus Cuellar, which I just watched. Robert Guerrero versus Aron Martinez. Now, this turned out to be a phone booth type of war. This was a really good fight. I'm going to do, just like I do in all of my post fights, the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good, Robert Guerrero has stones. That motherfucker has heart. He has a lot of heart, and he got knocked down in this fight. He was just getting bullied early by Aron Martinez. Now, this is the thing that gets me, man. Like, when I do these videos, I hate being like, oh, I told y'all so. Actually, I don't. It is what it is. But the reason I'm saying is because on my channel, I keep it real and I try to tell you guys these things so it's not much of a shock then. I made a video, I think it was after the fight with Kamagai, and I said two things that were very important. And you can check, the videos are still up on the channel. I said Robert Guerrero, I think would be it'd be beneficial if he were to get another trainer other than his father. Maybe his father is taking him as far as he possibly could. And then the other thing is that he, in the lighter divisions, would box more. And as he jumped up, he's starting to do this like, oh, I'm a warrior and stuff like that. And I said for the long haul, that wouldn't be good because, again, this is a guy coming from the light divisions, featherweight or whatever weight he was, lightweight when he was fighting, right? And you're mixing it in with the big guys that have never fought under welterweight. You know what I mean? Definitely didn't fight at lightweight and all these other weight classes. So the things you could do may be limited since you spent so much time in the lighter divisions. And ultimately that warrior, a lot of people like this rock'em sock'em robots shit. And I like boxing, so I appreciate all the styles. I watch all the styles, and this was a good fight. Aron Martinez came to bring it. And I don't know what it is, what's in the water, but these underdogs are not coming to lay down. We've seen it with Amir Khan, Chris Algieri. It looked like a complete mismatch on paper. This looked like a tune-up easy fight for Guerrero, and it turned out to be a tough fight for Guerrero in which he was knocked down. He looked gassed. He looked exhausted. I was like, damn, Aron Martinez is going to stop him. Keep in mind, Aron Martinez got stopped by Josito Lopez and also has like 4 knockouts on his resume out of all of his fights. So, I mean, it was crazy. It was shocking to see him go down like that. But I just given praise to Guerrero for coming back so soon. But it looks like there were some residuals to the Keith Thurman fight. And maybe he came back too soon because he just fought in January. And then the Keith Thurman one-time fight was a tough fight. So this fight was really a fight of halves. I think Aron Martinez did really good early. He looked physically smaller and he was pushing Guerrero back. And normally Guerrero is known for being an in-fighter, inside fighter, and he was getting bullied on the ropes and pushed back, which is never a good sign, especially from a guy who's known for being a good, aggressive kind of inside boxer, puncher type. You know what I mean? And to get back down by a guy with 4 knockouts, and he was getting pinned on the ropes to the position where Aron Martinez had the perfect trajectory to land his shots, but Guerrero, being a southpaw, wasn't in good position to do nothing but eat shots. You know what I mean? He did land a significant uppercut that caught Aron Martinez's attention, but he was getting smothered. It was very similar to kind of Guerrero's phone booth smothering, mugging approach to Andre Berto. And Aron Martinez was just on top of him. He said he was in the best shape of his life. But see, this is the fight. I didn't actually score it, but if I were to score it, I could see either guy winning by probably 1 round or a draw. Me personally, I would have said a draw. I think that was fair and square because Aron Martinez, he let a lot of those later rounds go beyond the knockout. He started to, like, there's 1 round he just like gave up, and I think it might have been the very following round, things like that. So he just started losing consecutive rounds, and the approach that he took early, whether he didn't have the stamina to do it or something, he kind of withered away when his approach. But it was still a close fight, especially with the knockdown. And it was surprising to see Guerrero get knocked down. Like I said, all that knockout, like 50 said, all that shoot 'em up shit y'all be talking, that'll only get you so far. So I try to implore people, boxing is a sweet science. The guys who who just come to brawl. And this is the thing that's upsetting is Robert Guerrero in the lighter divisions was more of a technical boxer. He would set things up. But I feel like in recent memory, because he's gotten lazier with his approach and he wants to bang and stuff. And you could do it to Berto. Berto was off like a 15-month layoff when Guerrero fought him. It might have worked in that situation against Selçuk Aydin. You know what I mean? Those situations it might have worked, but going in with Floyd Mayweather, a master of his craft, going in with Keith Thurman, and obviously apparently Aron Martinez, it's just not it's not the right look. And it became what was supposed to be a showcase fight became a hellish inside brawl where you really didn't you know what I'm saying, your stock didn't rise from it because this is a guy who been stopped by Josito Lopez and you're supposed to be considered elite and there was no separation and not enough separation. Like I said, a draw would be sufficient. Having Martinez win by a round or Guerrero, you can honestly make an argument for either person winning. Again, Martinez kind of gave up a lot of later rounds and his game plan wasn't to press the attack as much as he was doing in the early rounds where he was real successful. And then for Guerrero, he, you know what I'm saying, he had to hold on. This was a tough fight. So like I said, all that shoot 'em up shit y'all be talking and wanting to see, it's cool, but that'll catch up to you, especially when you're in there with big punchers that are bigger, stronger, like Thurman. And then, like I said, I think there were some Thurman residuals in this fight, but props to Aron Martinez because he made it a dog fight. And he's also dealt with the stoppage before, you know what I mean? Even though Guerrero hasn't been stopped to this point, but he's had time to adjust and recover from that. And he came focused. He came to bring it. And that's exactly what he did. He brought it to Guerrero's front door and made it a tough, grueling fight, which honestly, like I said, it was supposed to be a showcase fight, but it turned out to be more difficult than anyone expected, similar to Chris Algieri versus Amir Khan. But even in that, you could say Chris Algieri was a little bit more known because he had fought Emmanuel Taylor, Pacquiao, and Ruslan Provodnikov versus Aron Martinez. Like his biggest fights, like he got stopped in, like the Josecito Lopez fights, or he did, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't have no big names that just ring bells. And it was a tough fight for Guerrero. Again, I don't think I noticed it, like I said, right around the Kama guy time where it's just everyone wants to do, oh, he's a chicken. This dude, he has defense. He's a pussy. He's a chicken. He ran, bro. He ran like a chicken. He's a warrior. Like all that shit that they were saying, like the Ruben Guerrero mostly, not really Robert. It comes back to haunt you because now in this fight, you had to make that adjustment. You had to become more of the boxer by a guy who's not even a puncher. Aron Martinez is not even a puncher, but you were being forced because you were losing the inside battle to box more. That's boxing. And when he did that, he was more successful. You have to be able to adapt. Guerrero, like I noticed an adjustment he made. He started turning Martinez, making it Martinez was coming straight at him and trying to pin him in the ropes and, you know what I mean, stay on top of him and stuff like that. And he was getting the best of it early, you know what I mean? So Guerrero had to go back to more of a boxer, and he didn't create any knockouts or knockdowns or anything like that, but he was boxing smarter, like keeping it at range, not letting him get too close as much. That's what made it a close fight. 97-92, kiss my ass. That's the worst. It's like, I don't even know, like, where do they get these fucking judges at 7-Eleven, crack houses? Like, where are these judges even coming from that you would call a fight as close as this, where a lot of people would even say Martinez won 97-92 for Guerrero? Get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm just sick of these weak. It's always that one judge with this lame ass scorecard that nobody believes in. If you want to give it to Guerrero, I'm not even disputing that, but give it to him by one round because at most that's what he won it by. You know what I'm saying? Like 1 or 2 rounds being generous. You know what I mean? He didn't win it no 97-92. And again, he didn't look sensational against a guy on paper he had every advantage to beat. More big fight experience, more big fight wins, and bigger names. You know what I mean? Beating guys like Berto is more of an accomplishment than, you know what I mean, beating a guy like Aron Martinez. And Aron Martinez came to bring it. So salute to Team Martinez. They did what they had to do. I think Guerrero needs to go back to the drawing board. Maybe he shouldn't have came back so quick. That's my thoughts post-fight. Let me know what you guys think of Guerrero Martinez 97-92. If that was your scorecard, then unsubscribe. Don't follow me because we don't agree with boxing. That was just egregious that you would even, like I said, these judges must go watch the new Jurassic World or something in the middle of the fight and then come back like and act like they knew what was going on and make a scorecard. Like either that or they can't add something's up. That was a horrible scorecard. Make sure you like my video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.